the setting is very nice, it's very sporty. I feel a little bit lower than the other cars. So it's a different point of view also. I feel very comfortable, I feel surrounded by a beautiful object. I'm inside, this is my sort of my egg, you know, a sort of egg. It's so beautiful and so perfect. The shape of an egg is one of the most beautiful and probably the simplest shape in terms of design, and yet it's so interesting, so beautiful. I drive and I feel that I am an emperor. I'm an important guy, not because it seems to be an expensive car or I want to show off something, but because I really feel that I'm different. I feel comfortable in a different world. It's like a sort of time machine. Let's say that could be the right word. It is a small time machine. It brings me to a different era, even if I'm here in 2013 in a big city like Milan, but I could be everywhere else because, again, it is a little island inside the ocean of technology and modernity. I love to feel the smell of the interiors. It's always something very unusual, but in all, especially in certain kind of Italian cars, you find the same smell, something different, unusual. If you go inside the Mercedes-Benz, you feel another smell, but if you drive an Alfa Romeo or Fiat, a Lancia, you have the same feeling, the same memories that are still inside the car. When you play golf, you have to concentrate on the ball, on the wind, on the path, and you know that it is very complicated to get the perfect touch. And for this car it's the same. You have to concentrate. You cannot drive without thinking of driving. You have to concentrate on the drive. You have to take a look always of the level of the oil, of the water, and everything. Everything has to be under control. You know that after a couple of hundreds kilometers you have to stop, you have to check the oil again, you have to maybe let the car rest for a while, and then you start again. It's nice, it's something that I really love. I think that the thing that makes this car so unusual is the design, and because it is a Ghia design. So Ghia was an American designer, and you can really feel that is a different kind of style. In those days in Italy, with Bertone, Pininfarina, Zagato and Vignale, so many names of many artists, because they were fantastic artists, but they had their own style that was pretty different from Ghia. Ghia was outstanding for that kind of shape, a sort of torpedo shape, with a lot of small chromio things all around the windows. It is unusual. It is a sort of very elegant and very thin object. The tail is pretty different and is really beautiful. Very, very simple, very sober, with these nice, very small lights. So there's more car than accessories. But the car is small and pretty long, so it's very elegant. It's a bit, it looks transparent in a way. It's very light. That is why it's so beautiful. It is difficult to drive, to keep a classic car in Italy because of a lot of different rules and regulamentations. You cannot drive the car between 8 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. because of pollution, because many of the historical centers or downtowns are closed during the day, and then you have to pay a special fee to get into certain areas. You can use this car only on freeways or maybe in small villages, but not in the city because of pollution. It's not so nice when I have to pay the bill every time that I fill the car up, because it's pretty expensive. But that is, of course, something that you have to play with. Recently, to Puglia for a wedding of a friend of mine. Puglia is a region, one 1,200 kilometers from Milan, more or less. So let's say back and forth 2,400 kilometers, and I spend more than 800 euros to do that. So next time probably it's easier for me to rent a private plane to go there, and probably even more, it's cheaper. But you know, the pleasure of driving this car. I would like to ship it to the States and do a nice coast to coast, but a very long one, doing something like this, from New York to San Francisco or whatever, to enjoy the pleasure to drive on that kind of wide roads, fantastic, and also to get a little satisfaction to stop at the gas station and put with $40 probably I fill it up, and that is a dream.